Design is my life. If someone is creating something, it's the translation of his or her kind of personal vision about the future into something that is real, that is physical. And it's not just car design, it could be everything. It could be architecture. And then looking into the past, seeing like masterpieces, right, furniture. It's so amazing how you still feel this knowledge, this passion behind a product. What fascinates me is the process behind it. It's the way how like human beings are kind of translating our visions into something feasible, touchable. The purpose should be to create something that adds value into our lives. I always say, whatever we are designing, it should at least have an impact, an emotional impact or a practical impact. If that's not the case, I would say then it's not a good design. When you see a Mini in the street, it's somehow different. It was always different, and it had this kind of friendly personality. It stood out because of its iconic design. When I'm thinking back, and I have the same experience with my kids, they say it always, that's a Mini. And Alec Isigonis really inspired us. The way how he was thinking, he had kind of a clear focus on that, what is right or wrong. And he was really confident about it. He started a car revolution. And what always kind of pushed us in the team is looking into his bravery behind this idea. He did that what he thought was the right thing for the right time. In order to create a better future, or to create a future, you need to understand the origins, the heritage, the past of the brand. If you don't know the past, you are not able to create a future and a better future. We really took the time within the team to understand not just the ideas of Isigonis. This was then the starting point to really understand the DNA of Mini. We then tried to translate that DNA into the today's or the tomorrow's context. We had one meeting with the board where they asked us what means zero impact for Mini. And this kind of changed everything in our thinking, or it pushed it even further. We said, okay, sustainability is something that is given. It's a baseline, it's a gatekeeper. And everything we did was always related to whether it's sustainable or not. So, and we had some situations where we said, where we got a really beautiful material, and we said, okay, then we cannot work with it anymore. But we really kind of became even more creative, and the outcome was even bigger than before. The new gen has a really strong relationship to the very first Mini. Everything we did with the new Mini was always related to the very first one. It was the reduction, it was this kind of minimalistic design, it was obviously the minimal footprint. It's as reduced as the original was. We understood the past, we understood Isigonis. Then we needed to work out a tool, and that tool was this creative mindset, which is leads into the form language, charismatic simplicity. And it's here, it's heartbeat, daredevil, curiosity and responsibility. Each of our new Mini family members should have all these four values. In different levels, it's actually something that is reflected in a more subtle way. It's the holistic approach that you should feel sitting in a new Mini. It's a combination of different perspectives in terms of innovations. It's the focus on digitalization, it's obviously a focus on sustainability. And then there's so many technological innovations. There's the round OLED display combined with the ambience projection, the knitted materials, the signature lights in the exterior that the customer is able to choose from, and many more. We are working with a lot of knitted materials. We do have recycled fabrics that you don't see that are recycled. They feel like really soft, so there's a big step ahead into a sustainable future. And then there's a lot of subtle innovations underneath the hood, so to say, that are kind of enhancing this emotional driving experience, which you don't see but you feel. Our aim was to make the interaction between the customer, the driver, the user, as natural as possible with a Mini and as playful as it should be. It should feel different. We always said Mini is not a computer. Mini is a partner in crime, and our idea was to create a digital partner in crime in the future. And it's about personalization. It's about having your personal picture in the display. It's about the personal kind of interaction with the IPA, with Spike. It's the sound, right? You're entering into the Mini, there's a specific sound that kind of welcomes you. It's the holistic approach, which then should lead into something that feels more natural than talking to a computer or just a car. I think there's a difference between urban art and street art. Mini is made for the city. Every Mini is made for the city. And I think it's the same with urban art. Urban art is kind of the love from a specific artist to a specific city. And somehow this is nice to have that reflection. As an audience, when you see something like a big wall painting or what we had here in Munich, it kind of refreshes that area, you know, it gives this kind of fresh spark into that scenery, and hopefully, and maybe that's something that Mini should as well do.